What up, baby? It is a sweet little early morning. It's about 5:30. I gotta go to work on a Sunday. Tight business. I'll take the money. Um, they cloned Tyrone. This is a different movie. It was very different than I want to say any movie I've ever seen in my entire life. Right away, there's an old school media feel. There's It's grainy looking. There's DVD bootlegs being sold in the streets. There's Rawkus Records things going on. Like, if you don't know about Rawkus Records, then you missed one of the most wonderful times in the history of hip hop. And I mean, I guess I was just blessed to be coming into my own at that time because Rawkus Records put out some killer shit. Killer shit. Um, this movie has a great soundtrack right away. It's got a great role for Jamie Foxx right away. Um, the second you see him in this thing, you realize he fits this world and he's absolutely perfect for what they're trying to do here. I honestly don't think they could have got a better casting than Jamie Foxx. Um, it's a weird world the way they crafted it. Um, it seems as though it's a mix of different time periods. So you have various aesthetics of like the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, kind of just all conglomerated into a created world that was crafted. No, no, go away from there. You go away. That can't be done. You can't do that. Shh. Get over here. Come. Get up here. Get up here. And lay down or something with yourself. Come. Up there. And go lay down. You're a nut, bro. She's a nut. So, not only just the music, but the clothes, the colors, the lights, the just everything creates this feel of a world that has only been made for this movie and could only be made for this movie. It's very specific, although it's very deliberately non-specific. It's sounds strange, but it really creates a whole mood and a feel to this film that's different than anything I've ever felt. So I thought that was awesome. And the cinematographers and videographers and everybody deserve a pretty good shout out on this. John Boyega, who it's actually the first movie that I've ever seen him in. I haven't watched any of the Star Wars movies past the original three, so I don't know anything about like those 2000s ones. I don't know anything about the 2020s ones. I don't know anything about those movies. I just don't. And that's like really all I can think of that he's really been in. I know there was an alien attack movie he did. That was supposed to be pretty good. I haven't seen that either. um, but John Boyega is awesome in this movie. He reminds me of a friend I have named Aaron, who it's hard to explain Aaron. He's awesome, but he's just always serious. And I mean too serious to where it's almost like disturbing. Like, why are you so freaking serious, man? What is going on in life that has it so you just can't smile? Something's going on. You should smile. This isn't just for the ladies in that creepy way where dudes are like, you should smile. Everyone should smile. It's better for your life. Um, so I think the worst thing about this movie was the trigger discipline. Um, you're talking fingers on every available trigger at all times, no matter where the firearm is pointed, no matter. It was just a bad display. Now, I don't know if that was purposeful to create the feel of amateurness. I suppose that's possible. I don't really know the reason, but I didn't like it. I, fe- I felt that um, people who obviously use guns all the time and feel comfortable with guns all the time probably display smarter usage than what you see in this film. So, as someone who is a staunch proponent of the Second Amendment, I don't like I don't like when they make gun owners seem foolish in the way that they did in this movie because yeah, it was terrifyingly bad. So, now I don't know if that was supposed to, like I said, bring the amateur thing in it. They're just low level gangster type people or whatever. I don't know. Trigger discipline is important. Keep it off there until you're shooting something. The fried chicken, of course, looked banging. Um, Not because they were black, just because it's a freaking fried chicken. Now, that's a stereotype that I've really never understood. Like, who doesn't like fried chicken? I, it's it's fried chicken. if you know what I'm talking about, a little nod to that. So, I don't know. The fried chicken looked good, but then they go around and you realize like the evil people in this, the villains, are just some cracker white boys with froze, and I'm like, wow, this is. I don't know if it's gonna be this surface level, if it's gonna stay there. Um, the movie won't pay off for me if it does stay there. Um, Ultimately, I think that it reflected a little bit deeper than I thought it would at the point that they came around to making just like white boys with froze the villains, or at least like the mid tier villain. Um, but honestly, as silly as this movie got, and it gets quite silly, they walk around the edges of the strangeness of the world, and they use it as a perfect fodder for the humor level. I thought the reflections were actually kind of deep here. Now, I don't know if that's just me reading more into the film itself than actually exists in the film. I suppose that's possible. I am not perfect, although I'm a solid 9. um, but I think that they did it cleverly enough. I'm trying to not spoiler alert it. They did it cleverly enough by keeping it engaging, silly, so you don't get tired of the pressed message all the time through the whole thing. But there's some deeply unsettling stuff here. And I thought that the screenwriting is really strong here in this film. It's got even, it's not a real hymn, but if you grew up in any kind of religious household or you've gone to any kind of church or you even know anything about it, hymns are supposed to be uplifting and, you know, joyous. Well, there's David Allen Greer in this movie always a top tier actor, and comedian. But David Allen Greer has this hymn that he recites in this film, and I, it was ominous and gave me pause. So, this certainly was one of the more interesting, different films that I've watched as I've started down this journey of doing this, and I loved it. I thought that, I mean, if you like Jamie Foxx, I would highly suggest that you watch this movie because I thought Jamie Foxx, this was a really good vehicle for him. Okay, alarm's going off. I thought this was a really good vehicle for him, um, to drive, and he drove the hell out of it. If you like a little twisty movie that gets you thinking one direction and then gives you a little, maybe not a switcheroo, but an extra path you didn't really necessarily know was going to go down. This is a good movie. If you just like cool looking movies, this is a good movie to watch because the aesthetics are beautiful. They really are. It's a beautiful film. And its own like bit of a grimy way, which is it's funny to think of, but yeah, it's a little bit grimy in its way, but beautiful in that griminess. Like it has a sense of grit to it that a lot of movies don't have. I give it an 8.5. Um, I was gonna give it a 7.5, but as I reflected on it, it actually moved up a notch in my estimation because I thought it was gonna be very basic with the direction that it went, and it kind of moved it a little bit less basic. I appreciated that. So 8.5, They Clone Tyrone. Check it out.